lovey, 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 lovey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. Now, originally, we had 5 episodes, but due to popular demand, welcome to episode 6. We are still in the month of March, which is Women's History Month. And so today I would like to salute a young woman by the name of Brittany Devon Reese. Brittany is an American long jumper, gold medalist, and a 7-time world champion. I'm going to put up all her stats, but we want to give you love, Brittany. We appreciate you. Keep on shining. I don't know if they're going to be trials or games because of COVID this summer, but if there are, just jump, bitch, jump. Just keep jumping. Just jumper. Thank you to our sponsors. We have a new one on board this week. We have Sarah Brown Caterers again, because they ride hard with their new location in Oak Bluffs, Martha's Vineyard. And we also have Positivity Water. That's Envy's company.
Yes.
Buy it because it's his.
Okay, all right, E. All right.
Yes.
Buy it because it's his.
That's right. We in City Trends, we in Kroger's, we in Atlanta Airport. Hopefully soon we'll be in all the airports. So definitely check out Positivity Water.
Wait, but Envy, where's the one that's on sale this week?
City Trends.
City Trends. You can order that online, right?
Or you can go to Amazon and order it online. City Trends is like trying to think what you could compare that to in New York or
Trader Joe's.
It's like no, because they sell everything.
They sell clothes and everything.
I was gonna say TSS, but that kind of shows my age.
Oh my God! Did you? All right, let's start the show, ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens. Welcome to the Miss Jones Morning Show Reunion, episode 6. This nigga did not say TSS.
And you probably the only ones that know about it. I know Tay and all them don't know anything about no damn
Queen
TSS.
because it was in Queens. Yeah. Oh my God!
So Brooklyn folks didn't enter the borough of Queens?
Do you know what TSS is?
It's like an old school, like Walmart.
Okay, yes, it is. It's like a Walmart.
Yeah, there you go, Tag.
Has everything. You can get underwear there, water, condoms. Whatever.
And I just told my age. Damn it.
You're still gorgeous, Lovey. You're still gorgeous. So it's in City Trend. So Amazon seems like the safest place for me to order it.
Yeah, Amazon is good. It comes in a big package and it does really great. The water does really, really good. And I know people be like, well, how does water taste? It tastes good. Some water tastes disgusting, which is crazy, but it tastes good.
Yeah, some water does taste disgusting. Like, how could you go wrong with water? But yeah. So welcome on board, Positivity Water.
There you go.
Welcome, yeah.
And they got a gang of City Trends out here in Texas, Envy. I'm gonna let you know right now.
We know all of them. So go pick up your Positivity Water.
Here we go.
Nice.
It's in the cart, Envy. It's in the cart.
It's in the cart. There you go.
Fast. Okay.
I'm not checking out today. Checking out tomorrow.
Ooh.
Go ahead, Envy. Let them know let them know. God damn.
This is the beauty. Look, y'all catch every little thing. So, all right, where do I begin with this? So, I do something called Jonesy After Dark, where I go on IG Live, like at random times, but it's really late at night. And it's me and, all right, so I have like the Jonesy Beehive. We haven't got our name yet, but we're like between the Jonesy Stompers or the Jonesy Crew, because they just want to fight.
Fight who? Who are they fighting now? What are you talking
Anybody that wants it. Anybody. They protect me. They hold me down.
Nice.
They're in the spirit of. So look, I'm gonna let you hear. We have theme music.
What?
In case shit gets thick. So if you hear this theme music, you know you better lay low. This is our theme music. When you hear this. We gonna funk you right on up. You better leave us all alone. That's our theme music.
Oh my God.
Keep going. You gonna get it. Keep going. Keep going, and you gonna get it. So anyway,
These motherfuckers got an adult gang. They got to get babysitters before they jump somebody. Hold up, we gonna beat her ass, but hold on, let me make sure I got this babysitter.
Yeah, so look, so we hang out like a lot of random. Sorry, the light is hating, trying to keep me from being great today. So the IG page is Miss Jones Official, by the way, and you're free to join us. But last night I went on and QueensFlipz, who's a friend who has a huge following. He's a guy from Queens. Big shout out to Queens, get the money. He comes on, and every time QueensFlipz comes on my live is, we call it the ADHD IG, because it'd be 1,000 thoughts at one time. And there's two people in it that try to keep us focused on our thoughts. And but when QueensFlipz comes, he comes with like 300 of his own followers, and his followers are like turned up like all the time. So he came on last night and he starts asking me about the time that Wendy Williams and talk show host Wendy Williams and her then husband Kevin tried to have me murdered. He didn't believe it. It really started because he was talking about Benzino, and supposedly, well, no, not supposedly, she did. Wendy went in on Benzino. Benzino is a rapper and a music industry icon who used to be co-founder or co-partner in the Source magazine with Dave Mays. His daughter's name is Corey, and she's this hot new young rapper on the scene. And they have been bickering on social media. And recently it got really bad where Corey called Benzino, her father, a bitch ass nigga.
Nice.
So Wendy talked about it, and now Benzino is like really going through it. And you know, he was supposed to take me to dinner. So I'm just trying to make sure we're still good. So I said, Wendy's not gonna fuck this up like she tried to years ago. So Flip didn't believe it, and he went and pulled up the audio from my former coworker Lisa Evers,
which we have. We should go ahead and just play that right now then.
So this is sudden, guys, but that's what it is.
I have the federal complaint right here in my hand. It all started as a sexual harassment lawsuit. Now it's all about murder for hire. Wendy Williams earned the title Queen of All Media with her top-rated syndicated radio show, aired in New York on WBLS, and her upcoming TV show airing on Fox 5. In a federal sexual harassment lawsuit, her talent booker, Nicole Spence, claims that Wendy and her husband Kevin Hunter tried to hire a hitman for a rival. Ms. Spence recently learned that defendant Hunter had asked a male employee who was working at the company at the time to help him find someone to kill rival radio personality Tarsha Jones, also known as Miss Jones on radio station Hot 97, because he was apparently angry over some comments that Miss Jones made about his wife on the air. A spokesperson for my Hot 97 colleague Miss Jones says this is a very serious allegation and very unfortunate if it's true. But that's not all. The lawsuit also claims similarly Ms. Spence also learned that defendant Williams herself asked that same individual to help her get someone to kill her husband, defendant Hunter. Wendy's camp vehemently denies the murder for hire plots. Ms. Williams and her husband, Kevin Hunter, say the allegations are absolutely and completely false. The spokesperson adds that Wendy and her husband are looking forward to putting these negative rumors to rest. We were unable to verify with the NYPD if any complaints were ever filed in connection with the alleged murder for hire plot. As for Nicole Spence, her attorney Ken Thompson says he expects her to be fully vindicated in federal court. In Midtown, Lisa Evers, Fox 5 News.
Oh, wow. That had to be the most confused hitman ever, because Kev was like, kill you, and then his wife was like, no, kill him. Like, what? What?
And I don't know who the spokesperson was for me, but
That's what I was wondering.
people in the back never even talked to me, but so they never made good on it. And I didn't realize how triggered I still am by that. And the fact that like I never got to get closure from. So when QueensFlipz brought it up last night, we might as well just get into it. So Flip and I went back and forth about it. He didn't believe it, but he was young when it happened. And somebody reached out to someone that was around during that time. And as Jonesy fate would have it, they called into the show last night, and this is what happened. It was DJ Mr. C.
Wow.
This was a big moment in hip hop last night, or should I say early this morning.
Well,
So
let me say this.
Okay.
And I'm really saying this more to Jonesy. Let me say this, Jonesy. If you don't know this, Flip may know this, but Jonesy, if you don't know this, Wendy exposed me way before I originally got exposed. With the gay stuff. The activity that I was involved in. So back in 2007, when Wendy and Charlemagne was on WBLS, they, a transgender contacted them and let them know that I was, no, I'm sorry, somebody contacted them and told them that I was coming out of a transgender's apartment or whatever the case is. But they was getting reports since 2007. But at that time, there was a rule on New York radio where you could not mention another DJ's name from another station. So Wendy never really said my name. You can Google it. You can Google Wendy Williams exposes Mr. C, and she exposed me back in 2007. Now, I'm telling this story to get to a point. So when Wendy did that back in 2007, she never said my name. She said DJ. She said is involving transgenders. Because she couldn't say my name. Because when she left Hot 97, the stipulation with Hot 97 when she left was that she could not mention people from the station name or that she would get sued. So, but the backstory to the backstory, and once again, I'm bringing this up for a reason. The backstory to the backstory is that if, Jonesy, if you know our history, me and Wendy used to rock together at parties because I introduced Kevin to Wendy. I'm the person that introduced Kevin to Wendy. Kevin was my homeboy that used to drive me and drive me at parties and stuff like that. And I introduced Kevin to Wendy, and we became a team in New York back in the late 90s, early 2000s, doing mad parties together or whatever the case is. So when Wendy left Hot 97, of course she went to Philly for a minute. Then she came to BLS. When she went to BLS, Kevin had asked me to continue to rock with her and Wendy to do parties locally in New York. And at that time at Hot 97, and you would know this, Jonesy, there was a rule at Hot 97 where we could not work with other people at other radio stations.
That's true.
So that was in our contract. We could not work with other people at other radio stations. So when Kevin asked me to continue to rock at parties with him while I was still at Hot 97, I said, yo, contractually, I can't do it. So when I could not do that, Kevin used that against me. And then when him and Wendy find out that I was involved in transsexuals, he had Wendy expose me in 2007. Y'all following the story? Y'all following me? So when she exposed me back in 2007, that all happened, but she couldn't say my name. Then when I got arrested in 2011, then that's when the cat really got out the bag in 2011. But I'm saying this, and I'm bringing this all up to you, Jonesy, to say that me and Wendy has reconciled. After she left Kevin a couple of years back, about a year and a half ago, when she left Kevin, she reached out to me. She came to a club. She came to a nightclub.
I thought she just left him recently.
No, well, she just left Kevin like 2019. This is almost 2 years now she done left Kevin. This is 2019.
Oh, yeah, pandemic.
She left Kevin before the pandemic.
Right. I'm
So
sorry.
when she left Kevin in 2019, she came to a club that I was DJing at called Don Coquille in Queens that I would do every Wednesday.
In Astoria, where I'm from.
And she came to the club and personally apologized about how she treated me and how she handled the situation. But when everything went down, when she exposed me in 2007, I knew that was Kevin fueling that fire to her. You understand what I'm saying? Because Kevin was mad that I wasn't rolling with them no more. And so Kevin always looked at it like anybody that's going against him and Wendy is war. And so back to when I got exposed in 2007, that was really Kevin giving Wendy the green light to expose me. So fast forward to 2019, when she left Kevin, one of the first things she did was reached out to me and apologized for how she handled that situation. And I accept her apology because I knew it was more Kevin than her. Even when this thing happened back in 2007, I didn't take it like I was mad at Kevin and Wendy. I looked at it like I know how Kev get down because I've known Kev. I've known Kev. Like I said, I introduced Kev to Wendy. So, so back then, you know, I wasn't even mad at Wendy and Kevin back then because I knew Kev was in war mode. Anybody that was going up against Wendy, he's in war mode. So fast forward to 2019 when Wendy apologized, I accepted Wendy's apology because I knew that Wendy was doing anything that Kevin told her to do. You get what I'm saying? So now, the moral of me saying this is that I know you went through what you went through with Kev and Wendy, but what I'm trying to say to you, Jonesy, is that don't be so much into, you know, laying everything on Wendy's head about what you went through as far as that situation, because Wendy was in a precarious situation where she was basically listening to every single thing that Kevin was telling her to do. And Kevin was her protector. And Kevin, you know, every woman don't have those type of relationships with their husbands where they can call the shots or where they can be like, you know, no, I'm not going to do that to her, or no, I'm not going to do that to him. Wendy was in a state dealing with Kevin for X amount of years to where anything Kevin told her to do, she did it. So back to you, I would say to you, Jonesy, is that until you have a conversation with her, don't hold on to that and make it come off like it's more on Wendy. Just think about the whole spectrum of it and think more of it along those lines. And even if it's something to where you want me to reach out to Wendy to put, you know, to get you in contact with her and see what her vibe is, if you want me to do that, I'll do that. But I just know, like, because we've known Wendy way before we known Kev, as far as attitude, how she is.
We do.
And who she became later on. Who she became later on.
On the phone with me behind his back. When my dad died, she called me and was like, Jones, I just got to call you because Kevin's not here. But then, like that's just too much. It's just, we need to talk because it's too much.
Right. But, you know, once again, I just wanted to say that on the live, and I just don't want you, like, everything you're doing right now, Jonesy, as far as moving forward, you know, the whole, what I call the reboot of your show, you know, the reboot of the you know, your Miss Jones show, with everything you're doing on YouTube, everything you're doing with Envy and Michael Shawn, like, you don't really need to be even talking about that part anymore, man. Like
I know, but it's just a lot. Like, it's triggers. Like, it's a lot. That's just a part of like, nobody understands because I never got a chance to talk. But that shit is part of a trigger because she and I were friends. And you don't do that. Like, have the conversation. She's having a conversation with you. She's having a conversation with Chuck. Like, what the fuck? We were sisters. Have the conversation with me. Because I got things that I want to say to her too.
Well, what I will do, if you don't mind me doing it, what I will do is I'll call her on Monday, and I'll just let her know that I got on live with you, and that you want to kind of clear the air, and just,
I just want peace, right? I want us to make peace,
right? And see what the vibe is. But I just don't want you being negative, because she is really in a place in her life where all the people that she done stepped on and all the people that she done really messed over due to what happened with her situation, her marriage, she's trying to make up for it. She really is. She really is. So I will, you know, if I got to be in the middle of it and talk to her, I'll talk to her and see what it leads to.
Because I need peace.
And I hear you. And Flip, I'm sorry to interrupt the live, but I just wanted to holler at Jonesy, because she's in the place she's in right now. I don't want her to be.
I mean, you know, OG, you know, they're gonna blame me for this anyway. I get blamed for everything, you know.
No, but this is a good thing. Like, if something good comes from this, that I can move on and step into my reboot, like you said. See, I don't want to carry this no more. I just need closure.
Well, you got my word. You got my word as a man. I'm gonna reach out to Wendy, you know, by Monday, and let her. I'm gonna let her know. You know, I'm gonna be transparent and let her know about this live, and just let her know that you want to clear the air and try to smooth things out or whatever, and see what her vibe is, and I will call you on Monday and let you know what it is.
Thank you, C.
And yo, for everybody in the live, that's calling me all types of homos and faggots and all of that. What else you want to? Hold on. Let me just that. What else you want to call me? What else you want to say? It's nothing you can do to me that has not been done. I done been through the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. So keep typing in. So keep typing in homos, faggots. Keep typing in pause. Keep typing in all of that stuff you want to tag in. Y'all can't do nothing to me that has not already been done. I got arrested 2011, 2013. It's getting ready to be 10 years I done went through it. And I'm still here. And I'm still relevant. And I'm still making it happen. And I'm still getting a bag. So continue to type in homo, thug, fish, whatever you want to type. I'm going to keep on doing what I keep doing.
Yo, see, can I ask you a question? Not personal question. I just want to ask you a question.
You can ask me anything you want, Flip. Anything you want, you can ask me.
When I remember first of all, I want to thank you. You played me. I don't know if you remember. You played a song called Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, I remember.
Me and DJ G Money, and G Money. You know, so I got the utmost respect for you. The question I always wanted to ask you is, were you surprised after everything came out of who had your back and who turned on you? Did that even though you hear about it through the years, like this person act funny, were you actually surprised of who had your back, who was there for you, and who turned on you? Did that ever take a surprise, or is what you expected?
I was more surprised at the people that turned their back on me than the people that was there for me. I was more surprised at that because a lot of people that I didn't expect, people that I've had relationships for 25, 30 years, people I've known from the 80s, from the Big Daddy Kane era, turned their back on me. But the other thing too, I'm gonna step out the car so y'all can see me more in the light. But the other thing too is that the other thing too is that what I got to experience, when I went through what I went through, was that there was a lot of people that turned their back on me that years later apologized. And they was man and woman enough to apologize and say, hey, see, I didn't mean to do that. I got caught up in social media or whatever. Because at the end of the day, Jonesy and Flip, like at the end of the day, people didn't think that I was going to survive this. They didn't think I was going to survive. And here it is 10 years later. It's getting ready to be 10 years to the day that I got arrested. The first time I got arrested was March of 2011. I mean, I'm sorry, April of 2011. So it's 10 years. So people didn't think I was going to survive that. Something that somebody would go through that traumatic, you don't survive it. You don't come out of it.
That's it. And people don't really ever understand the impact. And it's one thing when it's one source, but when everything is coming at you at the same time, that shit can take you all the way down.
Yeah, you don't normally recover from stuff like that. But the one thing that made me recover from it, the main thing that made me recover from it, is my talent. Like if I was a whack DJ, I would have been finished. If I was a trash DJ, I would have been finished. So, for me, you have to take a look at yourself in the mirror and know who you are. I know that I know I'm great at what I do, and I know that in this particular instance, when this all happened to me in 2011 and 2013, getting arrested twice for that type of activity, I know that my talent is what saved me. I know that what I did for hip hop or what I've done in the music industry saved me, or whatever the case is. And at the end of the day, like once I was able to tell the truth about it and just admit that this is who I am, this is what I've done, this is what I've done, and this is who I am, then y'all can say and people can say and do whatever you want to do to me. If that's all you got, if that's all you got is that I get head from a man, is that all you got? Try again. Because there's people living lives, living dark secrets that are so afraid for those secrets to get out. And I was one of those that was afraid for those secrets to get out. So now that the cat is out the bag, think of something else to get at me about. because that is not going to work no more because it's been there, done that. So, but back to the people that turned on me, a lot of them apologized. And I respect them for their apologies and so on and so forth. I respect the fact that they was man and woman enough to apologize. But there's some people that I can never ever forgive for what they did to me. There's people that I've had 25, 30-year relationships with that I can never forgive them turning their back on me. That can never happen in a million years. I can never forgive them. So that's how that goes.
I get it. I feel see, I'm still in my pain. You are evolved. Like you come to terms and you become transparent. I can't get there. I can't get there without a meeting of the, like, something has to transpire because I'm stuck. And I don't want to fuck up my reboot because I'm stuck. But I know that I'm stuck. And what do you do? Like,
all I would tell you, Jonesy, I'll tell you this. You know, if you can, stop stressing the stuff that you can't control. Things that you can't control, don't stress it. Especially as we get older. I'm 54. As a woman, you ain't gonna tell your age, but I'm 54. But as I get older, the more I get older, with things that I cannot control, I'm not gonna worry about things that I can't control. Because stress, as we get older, especially as Black folks, stress is the biggest killer more than anything else. Stress is the biggest killer. Mm-hmm. More than, everybody can talk about health and riding a bike and do all of this and I'm gonna eat sea moss and I'm gonna eat black seed oil. Yeah, try to defeat stress. Try to defeat stress. And people think stress is worrying. Stress is not worrying. Stress is all about the strain that you put on your body. So I'd say this to you with a kind heart, Jonesy. Stop worrying about stuff you can't control. When you let go of the stuff you can't control as a human being, you're gonna be able to shit. And I don't like to curse on the gram, but you're gonna be able to shit all that worry out of your body. Your weight is gonna come down. Trust me when I tell you, when I went through what I went through, I was able to shit out all the worries in the world. And now I'm at 196 pounds, wearing a 1X shirt, 32 waist. I used to be a 5X shirt. I'm down to a fucking 1X shirt. And that's not from lifting weights. That's not from some great diet. That is from less stress. So stop worrying about stuff that you can't control.
I respect what C is saying. I mean, we miss you on the we wish you take back over the radio, but that's another conversation. That's another conversation.
But I just wanted to tap in,
I appreciate you.
Say it again, Jonesy.
I said I appreciate you because you didn't have to come in here tonight, and I feel like God sent you because He knew what I needed, and I didn't even know what I needed.
Well, I appreciate. I just wanted to tap in real quick because somebody tagged me on this, and y'all, I'm gonna let y'all go back to doing what y'all do. But Jonesy, like I said, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna reach out to Wendy on Monday. You got my word on that. And I'll see if I can clear the air with you and her. And but at the end of the day, even if the air don't get cleared, if it doesn't happen, it don't happen. Just keep it moving, man, and just get this thing going that you're doing right now. Because there's people out here that love and appreciate you for what you did from the Hot 97 era to when you was an artist to all of that, and people just want to see you back in the forefront again.
Thanks.
One more thing I will say, I don't mean to run my mouth, but one thing I do want to say, I want to say salute to DJ Envy, man, for being here for you in this particular time. I want to say salute to DJ Envy. That man, for him to be in the position that he's in right now with the Breakfast Club and everything and flipping houses, everything he's doing right now, in the music industry that we're in this business that we're in, normally a person that comes from where he comes from, okay, he worked under you, and then now He got his own thing going with Breakfast Club, and he's very successful. Normally, people like that don't come back to reach their hand back. They don't normally come and reach their hand back and help out. I just have to say salute to DJ Envy for being here for you on this next journey. That man could have been like, he could have not returned your calls. I don't know what kind of relationship y'all got, but he could have not returned your calls. He could have not kept in contact with you. But it just shows the character of the man that he is.
Facts.
To help you, guide you along on this new journey, because he remembers and he was there with you, and that just shows that he has not forgotten that you was a main part of his success right now. So I want to salute that man. That is a rare breed for somebody to do what he's doing right now. That's a rare breed. So salute the light skin. Salute the light skin. Salute the DJ Envy.
Shout out to Mr. C, man.
Yeah, Envy.
Yeah, I love it.
Wow.
You know, I would say this, and this is gonna sound crazy. I only fuck with people that I fuck with. Meaning, you know, I never have to reach my hand back. I reach my hand to the side. There's nobody behind me. We all on the same level. It's just different parts of our lives. See, but it's gonna sound a little crazy. But I don't fuck with people who come at my neck. You know what I mean? And it's gonna sound crazy because he just said a whole bunch of positive shit, but fuck that. I don't fuck with people that come at my neck. I don't give a fuck what you at. Oh, because Wendy had pressure from her husband. No, she knew what she was doing when she went at you. She knew what she was doing when she went at me before. She knew what she was doing when she went at Mr. C. And because I don't want to fuck with you and because I don't want to forgive you doesn't mean I'm being stressed over you. Mr. C is different from me. If you out my lifestyle, whatever I'm into, you know, if C's into transgenders, if he's into men, if he's into women, it's none of his business but his own. But the problem was back then, it was a big deal, you know? And to out that man, to make him lose millions of dollars, maybe lose radio stations and all types of business. And yes, he could be happy. He could be losing. He lost his weight. He's happy. He's jolly. That's cool. But I can never forget that because I can't get that time back. I can't get those opportunities back. And a lot of people will be like, oh, no, well, you got to, no. And I'm just saying, I just don't need that energy in my life because that just tells me if another situation occurs like that, what's to stop you from doing it again? Now, no matter what, anybody on this radio, whether it's Jay Black or Michael Shawn or Tay or Shani or Jones, we could argue, we could bitch, we could beef, and we're all here. We don't do it to hurt nobody. Like, I'm not gonna beef with Jones and try to take food out her mouth when she gotta feed her kids or try to hurt her in that way. I could say, Jones is bugging today, or Michael Shawn's an asshole, but that stays in here. But what she did, I can't forgive. She did the same thing to me when I got into a situation in New York and somebody tried to rob me and there was an alleged shootout and all that and the other, and she got on the radio and was like, the gravy train is over, DJ Emmy got locked up, and that could have went either which way for me. I mean, I could have lost endorsements. I could have did this. I could have did that. She didn't know the whole story. She got it from Kev, and Kev told her, but it is what it is. Do I have to forgive that? No, I don't have to forgive it.
Are we out of the statute? Should we be talking about that?
We good. No, we good.
Okay.
We good. But I don't have to forgive it, but fuck you. I don't need you. I don't need you. Now you want to be somebody's friend because shit ain't going right for you?
Right.
You apologized 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So that's how I look at it. You know, same thing with Mr. C. You know, when it came out, when he got arrested, you know, we lit his ass up on radio, you know? But we lit him up because him and Flex was going at me and Charlamagne. It was a war at that time. They interviewed, you know, people they shouldn't have interviewed about my life. They, you know, people about Charlamagne's life. But it was what it was. Me and them, you know, and I got the utmost respect for Mr. C. Like, to this day, utmost respect. But me and Flex can never be friends. Like, we're never going to be at a bar sipping a Mai Tai or sipping a fucking, having a glass of tequila. No. Even if he apologized and we spoke about it, I know your character. And I don't want that energy around me. It ain't got nothing to do with you. I ain't taking shots. It is what it is. And there's a lot of people out there like that. I was just using him as an example. Yeah. I just don't want that energy around me. You know what I mean? I'm over you. My life is flourishing, but I just don't want that negative energy. I'd rather have positive energy around it. I'd rather call and speak to Jones. That's positive energy. I'd rather call and speak to Michael Shawn. That's positive energy. I'd rather call and speak to the people like, I just don't need that negative energy. It is what it is, you know?
Oh, I agree. That's two sides. That's two sides to the story, and both are very valid. And the other thing is, in listening back to that last night or early this morning, actually, till about 7:30 this morning, that just because I don't like I'm clear what it is. I'm just stuck because my side, I guess, never got out. And when people don't hear from another side, they form an opinion based on the information that's right there before them. And so I'm catching up to, no, I didn't try and hit my ex-husband with a car. That's a lie. No, I didn't do this. No, I didn't get fired. No, it's like the apology tour just like got 10 more cities. But I feel like the reason C came on is because I never touched that. And you telling me about how y'all was warring at that time, I think I was home with the kids.
Yep.
So that might be another blessing in disguise why I haven't been on radio, because it was a lot of stuff that I didn't need to be a part of, because if I was, Mr. C might not have felt comfortable enough to come on my random live last night and share. That nigga got transparent, vulnerable, all the above.
And I'm glad he shared his story. He's never really shared that story. Like what he said, he's never said that. And he said, yeah, I should. No, you never said. But I appreciate that. And that's
give it up, because that
no, I think that was
like
that's a monumental moment in hip hop.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, me talking about me wanting to kill myself and me going through that mental state of what I felt at that time. I share it because I know that somebody probably feels the same way. And it don't matter how much money you got, or that has nothing to do with the cars. Like, I just was in a mental state where I felt like I wasn't good for my life. Like, I wasn't good for my family. At the time, my wife was trying to leave. At the time, I thought my family was over, and I do everything for my wife. Yeah, I cheated. And because I'll be honest, that's the lifestyle. That's what we grew up as. That, like, you look at videos, and that was how we grew up. But then you realize that's not what I want. And now I'm about to lose my wife, my family. I didn't want to be here anymore. So now when you talk about it, there's other people going through it all the time, and they DM me, and I call people, you know, try to get them off that ledge so they understand. And the same thing with you and how you feel and everything. But I want Mr. C to talk about it because there's people that do feel the same way. There's a bunch of people out there that are into transgenders, and people that are married that are probably into the other side, but are scared to say something. But the fact that he came out and he's talking about it, I think that does nothing but benefit hip hop and benefit Black people.
And he stood in it. Nobody asked him.
That's
like,
right.
we weren't interviewing him.
That's real talk.
Offered it up. And people often ask how I was able to create compelling radio. And I have to say, I think it's just because I'm not afraid to expose my own shit. So I'm never afraid to answer the phone.
Exactly.
And I know, and that's one thing that you taught me that people don't understand. If you're not afraid to stand in your own shit, nobody could use anything against you. And Jones talks her whole life on radio. And there's not too many people that do that. And that's why with me, I tell my whole life on radio. There's not like nobody can ever come out and say, I heard this. Well, yeah, you heard it because I said it.
Right.
Like,
I gave that to you.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I called my wife on radio and apologized for cheating on her. Like nothing. Like, and when Jones talks about everything, those are the life lessons you learn. And when he said, like, there's only two people in this world that I will fuck a nigga up for outside of family and friends. And one is Jones and the other is Clue.
Wait, I thought I was a friend. Wait, easy now.
You know what I grew up with, but it's Jones and Clue. Like, you guys gave me a start and a chance when the world wouldn't. Y'all seen something in me that nobody else seen. And because of that, till I die, I'm always in debt. And if I can help, I'll help as much as possible. Like that's what friends are, right? You know, right. What's supposed to be.
No, that's amazing. And I don't disagree with any one of you guys. I just think I look at forgiveness differently. Forgiveness is giving yourself the freedom. And if you listen to Mr. C, that freedom that he has right now is based on that. And what he said about not stressing things you can't change, it's so crazy. And I'm just going to say this, being in rehab and being in recovery, that is like the thing they tell you from day one. Let go of the things you cannot change. Change the things that you can and have the wisdom to know the difference.
Oof. What's the name of that? Footprints?
Well, that's a 12-step program. The 12. That's one of the things in the big book that they have in there. And when I heard him say that, I'm telling you, the freedom of actually letting that anger, that pain, and that trauma go is immense. And now he contained it and made it like, you know, he lost weight and God bless it. But the freedom of that stress, that pain, and that trauma on your brain to actually be able to let it go and be like, I'm not coming back to this. I forgive you. And Envy's right. We ain't cool.
That's right.
We not cool. We not hanging out. We're not doing, but I gotta let this go, because if I don't, I will run this over in my brain over and over and over. And in my case, I run it in my brain and go grab a drink, because the anger and the pain and the trauma come back. Until I let that whole thing go, I gotta just drop it right there and say my prayers. But I agree, this is not a disagreement with anything that anybody said. It's just a different angle. And I understand what Mr. C, and I thought that was absolutely amazing that that man said what he said. And you could feel that freedom in his voice to be able to be like, this is what I did. This is what I get. This is what happens. And I said, damn, I can only imagine what that weight must have felt on his shoulders, being a hip hop DJ in New York City, trying to hide that truth. I can't even imagine what that would have felt like.
But he still has a lot of those trolls consistently reminding him, like, how do you? Yeah, because Emmy, did you get a lot of that too? You get a lot of trolls.
I get all that all the time. But I don't even. If you know me, and I'll be honest with everybody out there, after the first 10 comments, I don't read no more after that, because the first 10 comments people I know, so I don't do that. Now, you know, the money mine, I'm like, I wonder who Mr. C manager is. Because now, if he's that open, nigga, Mr. C, if I was Mr. C, even now, if I could DJ every LGBTQ plus whatever party, through the roof.
Yeah, real
and I hope he is. And Mr. C, if you're out there, I will DJ with you. Like, let's go get this money together. Like, I love everybody. No, like, I love everybody. And I speak to Mr. C, you know, every once in a while we see each other, hit each other, say what's up. And I respect Mr. C. Mr. C was the only one at that station that showed me love outside of Clue, you know, because they had their own clique, you know, Enough had his clique and Flex had his clique. And he was the only one that said, yo, I respect you and show me love. The only one. So shout out to Mr. C, real.
Well, listen, Mr. C, if you need a crew to get at them trolls, I got you. We got the Jonesy Stompers, and we ready to fuck you right on up. Whoever got a problem with C.
But Mr. C, you got to give them a week in advance, because they got to make sure they got them babysitters ready. They got to get babysitters.
You shut up.
They got to rub
take care of my nephew.
You said we got to rub down.
They got to rub Ben Gay down. They got to put acid on their face. Oh, they old school.
Whatever. We the Jonesy Stompers.
Jonesy.
Or the Jonesy Beehive.
We can't jump nobody on bingo night. We can't jump nobody on bingo.
Go to hell. Moving on. So yeah, so that was great. And I just wanted to share that with y'all. That was not what today's show was supposed to cover.
Wow.
But
it needed to.
Yeah.
That was a lot. Wow. Damn. Ooh, my goodness.
And I have to say, Flip, we got to see another side of you last night too. Because you know, usually Flip got the punchlines and the setups and the ready, but he was a great interviewer last night, and he helped set it all up. Not that we knew we weren't setting it up. I'm just saying, like,
that was great. I was surprised Mr. C was so graphic with it. You know what I mean? Like, really, like, if you hear, like, when he did the Ebro morning show and he did the interview, he was left and right. Like, I love to see that brother so free like that. So shout out to Mr. C.
Yeah, that was good. Speaking of, like, this type of stuff is really, really what we were always known for. We took our radio stuff seriously, and because of that, and because of us trying to be fearless or being fearless and standing in our truth, you guys benefited from listening to it. But I have to be honest, I listened back to the interview we did on episode 5 with Superhead, and now that I'm a mother, I have a different perspective than what I had back then. And when I heard Ma Barker jumping in front of this man, Kool G Rap, who is 10 years her senior, I did research because I needed to know how old she was, what was their dynamic, where is she now? Was she 18? She
She
was
was she was
only.
20. Yeah, she was 20. She was 20.
Are you sure? Because she was born in '88, and that interview was done in 2006. So I was a music major. I can't do that math. Maybe if Che was here, he could get us the number. I think that's 18 or
18,
something,
yeah, just turned 18, yeah.
but definitely not 21.
Wow.
So here we are judging and pointing a finger and kikiing at Superhead. But there's a pattern here
Yes.
with the women that, at least at that point, that Coogee Rap was entanglementing with. And I feel like we have to rethink. And she and Coogee Rap divorced in 2012, Ma Barker. But young women out here in these relationships with men older than you, I just want to say something, not to sound preachy. They're with you for a reason. They're with you because usually they can't make it with their peers.
Exactly.
They're not there with their peers. So what they do is they mentally or emotionally
or financially.
Or financially, and definitely not mature wise. So they have to reach back because you young girls mostly are impressed easily, at least easier than an older woman that knows better. We don't know better because we know better. We know better because we've seen it and, you know, we've been through stuff. But stop selling yourself short and stop letting these older men prey on you because you want the Gucci bag or you want the new Jordans or whatever your thing is, because those situations never end well. You wind up losing more than these men ever could. And I'm not specifically talking about G-Rap right now at this moment. I'm just talking about those older men that prey on these younger women, which is taking me to this whole President Cuomo situation that's in every headline. I call him President Cuomo because he stepped up and took the role of president this whole entire pandemic. When Trump was running around crazy being a damn fool, President Cuomo stepped in and got this country right. Every governor, every state, every leader was looking to that 12 o'clock news update to decide what they were going to tell their people the next move was to make. So so here's where I jump off that whole you can't prey on younger woman thing, because I'm like, Cuomo saved our lives.
No, you're not, Jonesy. No, you're not neither. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because he got a gang of people killed in them nursing homes too.
He did. But I said the same thing that Jones said. I said just a month ago we all loved him. Like he was the best thing. We wanted him to run for president and everything. You know, we loved him. And you know, and this is the thing. You know, these are accusations that people made, right? And some of them he said that was wrong, like the hot dog thing. People said that was nothing. But I always wonder, and you should wonder too, Jones. You know, we have boys. You too, Tay, and you know, I'm confused sometimes, and I feel bad for my son because I'm like, if I was dating, I don't even know how to date anymore. And I'm not saying what he did was right, so I don't want to say that at all, right? So let's say we work together, right? And I want to, you know, I think one of my coworkers are cute. I can't talk to my coworker because, you know, it could be that, you know, they feel a certain way. So when are you allowed to say that somebody looks nice? When are you allowed to say, hey, excuse me, you look nice. You want to go out for a drink? I'm not forcing myself. I'm not saying, Tay, you gonna take this drink or you not that, but you know, when is it okay?
Now, because it's going too far, it's going so far to the left, I don't even have the answer, because right now it's like, I get it. If we don't make a big deal of every little incident like that, this too will go away and women will go back to being preyed upon. But we have to start managing that which is really preyed upon and that which is just maybe some out-of-pocket behavior. I'm not throwing away the baby with the bathwater in this one. I actually think, you know, sometimes maybe it's our fault. Maybe we should have provided some ass on the side for him because he was doing a lot. Had a lot of pressure on him.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing with you right now. I got 3 daughters. I'm not playing with you right now. I'm not playing with you. I'm not.
There's a lot of issues here with Cuomo.
Some ass on the side. Where were you when I got in trouble? Damn it, man.
He was good for us. We can't, and those pussy ass Democrats, the Republicans let Trump grab bitches by the pussy and sing about it.
Wait,
no.
true.
And they're still riding with him now. Democrats
riding
be the
now.
first ones to throw somebody out the party. Stand up for somebody. Be about something.
They are trying to be about something. They're trying to tell folks that you cannot abuse your power in the workplace. So there's a couple of issues here, right? So the thing with
Turn off her
the
mic.
people dying,
Turn off her mic.
the thing with the people, right? The thing with people dying in the nursing homes, that's one issue. When I first heard about that and the numbers being altered, I thought, well, we were in the middle of a pandemic. Maybe the numbers didn't go where they were supposed to go. Blah,
Oh,
blah,
they
blah,
couldn't
blah,
count
blah.
because it was a virus outtake. They couldn't count.
Hush.
Oh shit! I got a fever.
Cuomo.
1, 2, 3, 4, 8. Oh shit! Oh shit! I can't count.
Anywho,
It
come
wasn't
to
him.
find out,
It was his assistant. It wasn't him.
at his direction,
We don't know that because we wasn't in the room.
Oh Lord. So the next issue with Cuomo is a known bully in New York. Like relatively, he did well relatively overall for the pandemic, but he is a bully, and you can't have too many enemies all over the place, because when one shoe drops, all of your enemies are coming for you. He got de Blasio, he got this person over here, you got that person over there, you got the unions backing away from him because he's been a bully just like his father was.
Oh,
in
easy,
New York.
easy. We loved his father.
The next issue with Cuomo is the abuse of power in the workplace. So if you can't be clear about anything else as it relates to sexual harassment, do not abuse your power in the workplace.
But this is the thing, though, you can't think about it, Tay, and I'm not making an excuse for what he did, because if he did that, he's a sucker, and if he needs to get fired or go to jail, he should. But most people spend 10 to 12 hours working, right? Then after that, they go home. So if you're dating or trying to meet somebody, where are you possibly gonna meet them? 9 times out of 10.
I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point. But that doesn't mean you get the fuck.
No.
That doesn't mean after I spend 10 to 12 hours, I think I have an option to fuck you. No.
Why they all coming out at the same time conveniently? Why is everybody coming out now? Why y'all didn't come out during one of the press conferences? No.
You can't have too many enemies. Or you can't have enemies everywhere.
No, I'm saying, but why didn't they come out 2 weeks into the press conferences? Why are all the stories collectively dropping now? I don't buy it.
But there were stories. There were stories years ago. There were stories.
Call me, Andrew.
Because Jonesy's about that life. But you know what I just want to say? He's a fucking politician. We vote on these politicians based on if they're messing with your agenda. I don't care about their personal life because all of them got the power trip. The reason why they're in this situation to become governors and presidents is because they want that power. They're going to abuse the power. I just want to know, are you going to fulfill my tax agenda? Are you going to fulfill my minimum wage agenda? Are you going to fulfill that? I know morally you ain't shit. But I know that. I don't care if it's a Republican or Democrat. I know that for a fact. John F. Kennedy was knocking off bitches in the White House. Let's get it. Let's get it right, y'all.
Allegedly.
No, it wasn't allegedly.
Marilyn Monroe. But I can't trust anybody with a nipple piercing. I can't trust a man with a nipple piercing.
Who has a nipple piercing?
Who got that? Obama? Who got that?
I don't know, but I can't trust people that
who got one?
No.
Does that change things?
I'm Googling that.
I can't trust people that take down their Christmas trees before Mother's Day.
Oh, child, please.
That's what I can't trust.
We must all get off the call then. Because...
Oh.
But look at you, Tay, standing up for the right.
Because see the problem. I liked Cuomo personally. I voted for him, and I think that he did relatively well.
Great. He helped us during a crisis, so that weighs more than some indiscretions in my book.
For some people, because if you, like you used to say, if you steal, you kill. What was that saying you used to have?
If you lie, you steal. If you steal, you kill. I said kill because it rhymes with steal, but if you lie, you...
damn.
Right. And so if you are abusing your power in the workplace with younger women or telling people you're going to ruin their careers, like, so how far or not, how far are you willing to go with this? And so your credibility is questioned. And that's an issue for me. Now, Republicans will ride with anybody and everybody. And so I do wish that Democrats would get some cojones and start standing with their
your
people better.
Right.
But
don't just, I hate that. That's because Ocasio and them, they all positioning themselves to jump in and take office. And bitch, you will never.
But for me, I prefer, listen, we can let Cuomo go, but can y'all get rid of the filibuster so we can get some work done down in Washington and get $15 for minimum wage and we can get this bill out? I know it's been passed, but like we needed this
airplanes again.
Folks needed this money yesterday.
Wait a second.
Y'all got
them big words. Throw that damn airplane. Throw it at her. Just spit a spitball.
This spitball is brought to you by We Don't Give a Fuck Productions.
But yo, Envy just texted a photo of fucking Dan Cuomo really does have a nipple piercing. Forget all that. Forget that sexual harassment. We got to talk about this goddamn nipple piercing right now, dog. You was damn near 80 years old with a nipple piercing, dog. Take this shit out.
If his kids don't have a problem, who are we to judge?
That's right.
Leave him, and he's single.
He is single.
I don't know.
Envy, stop. I'm gonna have to burn this phone now.
How you got a nipple piercing coming out your polo and you got to smile? Bitch, you got to take that out, dog. We got to do something.
Is it in both? It's in both.
Oh yeah.
On.
No, Jonesy, because he probably got a tattoo in his lower back too. I'm telling you, we got to watch this motherfucker here. Yo. We got to watch this. I don't know, Jonesy. I don't know.
All I know is Cuomo for president, and I'm loyal. I'm standing with him. He saved a lot of lives. And I'm sorry about the nursing home tragedy, but
if I may throw out a little bit more information.
Hold on. Before you do it, Tay, hey, Jonesy, can you get that? Yeah, get that plane out. Go ahead.
I dare you. I will pop this right at your head.
New Jersey did the same thing that New York did. New Jersey just didn't alter the numbers. New Jersey let people back in with COVID into the nursing homes.
But everybody was following the numbers. Everybody was following Cuomo because he stood up and was a leader. And did he have some faults? Did he make some misjudgments? When your president was running around and not leading and leaving it all on the states to decide, Cuomo stood up and took that. And he led us somewhat out of the pandemic. So for that, he will always have my loyalty.
Jonesy just like them because Jonesy just like that because he had nipple piercing and he talked that shit. That's all. He just talked that good shit on TV. That's what it was.
And I love his brother Chris Cuomo. I really and I love Don Lemon too. Don
Lemon got to do it.
I bet you Don Lemon got a nipple piercing.
But
that's too tacky for him. That. No, that's too tacky for Don Lemon. Don't you cheapen my Don.
Well, guys, I'm in Atlanta now. I gotta go. I got a party. So I'm in Atlanta right now.
Reach your mask.
But I got my mask on. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I wear it in the club, and then when I get to my section, I take it off. I'm not gonna lie. Clubs are too hot. I can barely breathe. I'm not gonna lie. But when I'm around
people, second shot.
I get my second shot in another week, another 2 weeks.
Good.
Okay.
My wife already. My wife called me at 3:00 in the morning and yelling at me like, "You don't have a mask on.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Come back in the house. You gotta sleep in the basement." I was like, "Geez."
That's right. That's right.
But Envy, you should have just told her, but I ain't got no nipple piercing.
Well, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next week, and y'all be safe.
Thank you.
All right.
This portion of the Miss Jones in the Morning Show reunion is brought to you by our friends at Sarah Brown Caterers. With their new location in Oak Bluffs, Martha's Vineyard, you can make a reservation now. Go swim, enjoy the island, and come back for a catered meal. Plan for your friends. They'll cook and cater for you. The information's right before you. Sarah Brown Caterers.
That's a professional. He got 1,000 jobs, but he still showed up for us.
Yes, he
did.
All right. This has been a lot. Sometimes stuff just happens. So people are asking, what's the end game for us? Like, what do I want to do? They're like, oh, we need you back on radio. And I want to thank all of you on the comments
on the YouTube page, which is, by the way, the Miss Jones Morning Show Reunion. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and grab a couple of friends and family members and have them subscribe too, because that's the only way we're going to be able to maintain this thing. Also, I need you guys to like our Facebook page so we can start doing this on Facebook Watch. You know, like the Red Table Talk.
Yeah. Let's go.
Right.
So if you guys can subscribe to our Facebook page, which is also the Miss Jones Morning Show Reunion, we can get those numbers up and we can do it on Facebook Watch, and that makes it easy for everybody. Like, we'll still do this, but it's just, you know, more platform. Ultimately, I know I need to speak with intention in order for the universe to reward me with what it is I'm asking for.
Okay.
So I would like a whole lot of fucking money.
Let's get to it, right to the point, God damn it.
On talk radio. Now, talk radio. I think talk radio is the best place for me. I also want some TV or some online streaming TV or something, but that's where I see me going with this whole Miss Jones reunion, morphing into conversations with Miss Jones. Yeah. And these guys, at least Mike, Shawn, and Envy, have agreed to continue on with that. So whoever has the bag and needs this one-of-a-kind product that you can see is still relevant and popping.
Let's get it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Come on, make some offers. I need my co-host because I still have my medical condition and I'm not trying to have this tumor flare back up.
Right.
That makes me shut down. So I have to have co-hosts that can help me with the amount of talking and stuff. That's the one thing I didn't have the last time I was in Philly that I think is what brought it back so severe. But other than that, let's rock.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
So now a legendary movie was re-released. Well, not re-released, Coming to America 2.
Oh, Coming to America 2.
I want to get your thoughts. Yes. Did y'all all watch it? You see it? What's your thoughts?
I did.
Yeah, I saw
it. Michael Shawn should start.
Shit. Well, fuck it. Listen, I think I'm gonna tell you right now, as a comedian, I don't think Eddie Murphy, because he's healthy and he's here, gets the flowers he deserves. Eddie Murphy was the biggest rock star ever as a comedian. Kevin Hart is doing amazing things. Nobody did what Eddie Murphy did in Hollywood and be the number one actor, not the number one comedian. He was the highest paid actor in Hollywood. That being said, Coming to America should have been called Coming to the Reality. You should have called Kevin Hart to do the movie. Because listen, listen, it was busy. It was too fucking busy. Everything. It was like, we got a bastard son who I happen to have sex with because I smoked some weed. Dog, what weed did you smoke? That had to be meth. That wasn't weed.
That was laced with something.
That was fucking laced with something. Then you got James Earl Jones just saying, yo, I'm going to die now. Okay, I'm like, I think.
All right, wait. Let's put whatever it is when you say, for those of you that haven't seen Coming to America 2.
Sorry.
Now is the time to turn us off, watch it, and then resume listening and watching our show. Go ahead, I'll put it out.
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm doing a whole yeah, thank you, Jonesy, so much.
No, but you're so on point with that. Who climbs into a
and I think now I'm gonna be serious. I think the problem was they didn't know if they wanted to be outrageously funny the entire movie and just make a remember that movie Old School and Will Ferrell, when it's just them white boy movies where things are just outrageously funny.
Yeah. Like the Wayans brothers be doing those spoofs.
Yes. It's like, I don't know if they were like, we want to be funny, but then we want to have women empowerment. We want to be funny, but and we want to have a point, and we want to have Tracy and Big Laz come in there getting drunk and everything, but we still want to be. I was like, it was just too much. I'm not saying it was horrible.
No,
but if I would have went,
go ahead.
If I'd have went to the movie theater and drove my car to the movie theater, I'd have been fucking pissed.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't
no. But because I could sit home and watch it, it wasn't bad. I give it a 6 or a 7.
So I was never a Leslie Jones fan up until this movie.
Yes,
okay.
I like her.
Yes, she was good.
I liked her in this movie. So maybe I just don't like her. I just didn't like her on Saturday Night Live because it was just too buffoonish. But she did her thing in the movie. Yes. And after I got past the first 4 minutes and figured out what it was, I just sat back and enjoyed the laughs, and I also enjoyed the flashbacks to the original Coming to America, because it was good to see everybody 30 years younger. I don't know if it's been 30 years, but it was good to see that. And they took time to try and piece together the story, so those newbies watching, they kind of understood whether they watched the old movie or not. Threw me off with no DNA test. Like
yes. I kept waiting for that. Yeah.
Me too.
And although it would have just said 99.9%, you are the father, Maury.
Right.
So, but I loved the wardrobe. I loved the how Shari Headley, the queen, I liked how she like got him all the way together when he was out of line. I don't know. I liked it. Believe it or not, I loved Wesley Snipes.
I did too. I liked the movie.
You don't like Leslie being buffoonish in Saturday Night Live, but you like Wesley Snipes in this movie, Jonesy.
I did, because I did.
I thought it was good. It wasn't
silly, right?
Yeah, it wasn't the original movie, right? But I thought it was cute. We sat with the family, we laughed, we enjoyed it. The only other hole that was annoying to me was when they went back to the barbershop and those men who were like 70 then were still alive 30 years later.
But you know, black people, they last that long now.
110, sure.
Black people, yep, they be living to 116. And I love Tiana Taylor. Tiana, if you want to play me in my biopic, girl, you got the job. You don't even have to read.
No, real talk. Real talk. She can play you. I can't believe that she's submissive. I couldn't believe that she played submissive in the movie, but she did a great job. Shout out.
Did a good job.
But I know Jonesy's being nice because when she described the movie, she brought up the damn wardrobe. Before everything, she reached and said, and the way they designed that food was amazing.
Oh, I did love I love the jewels. I like stuff like that. Yeah, I like the opulence of it all. But so I give it out of 10 coons. I'm gonna give this 8 coons.
I agree.
Because it ain't have no white women in there calling the cops on black folks.
There you go.
Clap that up. But I do want to give it a 10 on this. Eddie put every real comedian that's out. He didn't put they're gonna kill me. He didn't put the social media comedians because they have followers. He didn't put the YouTube comedians who have never grinded out and done open mics their life. So that's a little comedian thing on my side.
Comedian beef?
No, I'm just saying, like, when you get on YouTube or social media and you tell a joke, you can take that shit down. Back in the day, when you did a joke in New York Comedy Club or Boston Comedy Club, guess what? That shit stood there and they remembered it till you came back 2 weeks later to try and clear that up. But Eddie put everybody on. So I got to clap it up. He put everybody on. He put Michael Blackson on. Shout out to Michael Blackson.
Hey, Michael Blackson.
Are we tired of the electric slide, though, being at the black movies at the end?
No. Are white people tired of Sweet Caroline? I've always telling us we got to throw out our traditions. No, that's why we can't gel as a people now. The electric slide is here forever.
No. That's it.
It made it to Zamanda.
Forever. I did a poll. Wakanda or Zamunda? Go to my IG page and vote on it.
What?
Wakanda or Zamunda? Which do you prefer?
Right, because before Wakanda, there was Zamunda.
Right. Be very clear.
Let's be clear.
So
that's all we had.
What are y'all talking about? That's like comparing you want to be a Huxtable or be in Good Times. The fuck out of here. I'm going to be a Huxtable.
No, absolutely not. Come on.
I'm going to be a Wakanda. God damn it. They're advanced. They got technology. They ain't got no cancer. Y'all doing the electric slide.
Then go place your vote. Go place your vote, Michael Shawn, on my IG page, Miss Jones Official. In my stories, you get to vote. Are you Wakanda or are you Zamunda?
Oh my
I'm God. Zamunda right now. Wakanda's a little too serious for me.
I'm not playing with you. Throw that playing at yourself. Throw that playing at yourself. Right
and it goes down. It goes down.
They said Wakanda
So-
Somali.
one more documentary. Biggie. Did we all get to watch Biggie?
No, we didn't.
I didn't get to watch it this week.
Okay.
Is that my
It was too-
homework?
That's your
Watch.
homework.
I was
Okay.
a little busy, like creating memories in New York hip hop radio last night. Sorry, Big. I'll get to you. No, look, I'll get to you tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll watch it this week.
All
I'll
right.
be sure to.
I want you to watch it tonight because I got a question for you, Jones. I got a question. I really
I'll
want you to
watch
watch it. Yeah, I want you to watch it because I really got a real question. So, it's the
All
moment.
right, I think that's it. I
Yeah.
don't know how long. I think that's
No,
our
that's it.
show.
No, I'm cutting off regardless. Y'all said y'all put that Zamanda shit out there. I'm getting off this shit now. I know what y'all gonna do, but unlike Envy, okay, I got a party, y'all. I got a party. I got a DJ. I got a party. I got a DJ.
Bye, guys. Thank you for rocking. Don't forget our IG handles, Miss Jones Official.
I am J Black _
Tay_research.
Research, you sharing your stuff now? Okay. Mike Shawn Comedy. Mike Shawn Comedy. Make sure you hit that up. Mike Shawn Comedy.
And DJ Envy is at DJ Envy.
Yeah.
And Shani couldn't be with us this week because he's out of town also. So his is at Culture? Wait,
At Shani Kulture.
at
Mhm.
Shani Culture. And Ebro
Yeah.
still got COVID, but I've been checking on him every day and he's been responding. So
That's good.
yeah,
Good.
he's getting stronger. Hopefully he'll be back next week. But we're here whenever he comes back.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you to my Jonesy Stompers or Jonesy crew. We got to come up with the right name. Because yeah, that means a lot. And to our sponsors, thank you, Sarah Brown Caterers, and thank you, DJ Envy, for your positivity water.
Nice.
Yeah. How about that? Need that water.
So guys, have a productive week. Tell a friend to subscribe and tell them to tell a friend, and so on and so on and so on. The end. This portion of the Miss Jones in the Morning Show reunion is brought to you by our friends at Sarah Brown Caterers. With their new location in Oak Bluffs, Martha's Vineyard, you can make a reservation now. Go swim, enjoy the island, and come back for a catered meal. Plan for your friends. They'll cook and cater for you. The information's right before you. Sarah Brown Caterers. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor or an advertiser on the Miss Jones Morning Show reunion, please email us at themissjonesproject@gmail.com. Miss, MISS, jonesproject@gmail.com. And now it's time for another episode of Catch That Beat. And this week's contestant has joined us, Josh.
What's up, guys? Oh my God! Wow.
Hey.
What's good, Josh?
Wow. I'm good. Dang, I should have joined on my laptop. Oh well.
It's okay. Where are you from?
The Bronx.
Okay.
DX.
What part of the Bronx? Where in the Bronx?
So I'm in the Soundview Classroom Point area right
Oh,
now.
that's what my grandmother recipe. So my grandmother used to live.
Not the Puerto Rican part. Stop trying to claim it.
It's all the Puerto Rican part. It's all the Dominican and Puerto Rican part.
I know what's funny though. What's funny is I grew up in Morris Heights for years. I just moved here. Morris Heights, like I'm next to the building where hip hop started. 1520 Sedgwick. Yeah, so I grew up there for years. Yeah.
Hip hop started.
Right, cool.
Yeah.
So look, we're here to play with you.
Yeah.
Our new game show, Catch That Beat.
Okay.
Are you familiar with it?
Yes. It's
good.
weird though. The whole timing thing is weird though. Like, you're like, so I gotta catch it in a few seconds before.
Josh, you're getting on my nerves. This is easy. Do not fail me, Josh.
I got it.
I need you to compete against one of these slackers and show them what it is. So you pick Jay, Mike, Shawn, or Research to go against, and in 8 seconds or less, you say, I can catch that beat in 7 seconds. And then they'll go, oh, I can catch that beat in a lesser number, until someone says, fuck it, catch the beat. And then I play, and they have to get the name of the song. And if they don't, then you win. Here's the thing about prizes. It's a new show.
I know.
Your prize is a shout out.
Bragging rights.
But I've got some nifty Miss Jones memorabilia over here, like autographed pictures and stickers and stuff that I can shoot in the mail.
Yes. Okay. All right.
Provided you win. All right. So I give you a little hint about the performer of the person on the song. So our first hint is female. Female from Chi-Town, and yeah, that's it. That's all you're getting. Yeah, female from Chi-Town.
I think I know. I got 2 in my head. All right.
Okay, so how many seconds can you catch this beat in?
I'm gonna say 5.
Oh, who are you going against? I forgot to ask that.
That's a good question.
Mike, did you turn your light off, Mike?
No, my light just died. Right, you said name that in 8 seconds. I should say boop. I ain't naming nothing. Hold on.
Who wanna go against me?
No, you have to pick.
You.
Who want this?
Research.
Of course, yeah. I figured as much.
I knew it was gonna be research because of that hair. She be having that Beyonce shit.
All right, research. He said he can catch that beat in 6.
No, he said 5.
He said 5. Oh. That's real quick. I might be able to do it in 4. I think I can do 4.
Okay.
Do you want her to catch that beat, or you can do it in 3?
I'll do it. I'll do it in 3.
All right. Well, there you go. Catch it.
Okay.
Damn.
All right.
Got it.
Damn, Joe.
Aaliyah, rock the boat.
Time's up. Sorry.
She's not from Chicago.
That's what I was getting ready to say. She's not from Chicago.
Listen, y'all want to do it? Y'all want to take this whole thing over?
Her ex was. There you go.
This is hard. I just came off doing a whole hour show. It's the best I could do.
Y'all got a damn nerve. Y'all want the hints to be accurate? Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
Welcome to the family, Josh.
Welcome to the family, Josh.
Welcome, Josh.
Congratulations.
You won.
Yeah, but no, you got to do it again because it might be a fluke.
Yep.
You got to prove yourself on this game show.
It was a test. That was just a test.
That's just a test. But wait, where is she from? Aaliyah ain't from Chicago?
She's from Brooklyn.
Detroit.
No, she was born in Brooklyn.
She's born in Brooklyn and raised in Detroit. Right.
Okay. Y'all a couple? Y'all a couple or something all of a sudden?
It's like Tupac. Tupac, nobody says New York, even though he was born in New York. He was,
Well, we need to start saying it. He was born in New York. He's from New York.
We want to claim everybody.
Mm-hmm. Only the good ones.
Right.
So this next song is by a female duo. I don't know where they from. One is one of my closest friends in life. So
I know.
So shut up, Jay.
I feel like I should know that. I know Miss Jones's friend.
If you're a Jonesy fan, you should know just from that clue. At least the artist. You might not know the title. Here we go.
So, Josh, since you won that last one, you get to start. You could catch that beat in. Okay. New York.
You don't got to answer that. All right, New York. Okay.
I don't really know.
I'm gonna say 6 seconds.
Okay. Research, can you do it better?
I can definitely do it better. I'll say 4.
Josh.
3.
All right. Catch that beat.
Okay.
Man.
Now y'all know I be throwing twists in. I don't know why y'all
Mhm.
play with me.
Mm.
The heck is that?
It's not who I thought it was.
Exactly.
It's
Hey,
not who
y'all
I thought
too.
it was.
Say it with me. You about to not catch the beat, but you're gonna catch a L in this. Catch
Wait,
that L in this.
can I still guess? Can I still guess? It's not flowetry. It's salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. I'm gonna say salt and pepper.
Lord.
I'm gonna give you. Look, I'm going to give you 3 more seconds.
A duo? Changing faces? Wait, what?
It ain't changing faces. Change your answer.
Oh, no, she said female. Okay, never mind. Janae.
Yay, you
Good
beat
Lord.
them. Yay, Josh. Yay.
Janae.
You won.
Just
Now what's the
killing it.
name of the song?
What's the name of the song?
Never happened.
You
I'm
said
gonna say-
request
I'm
line?
gonna-
You got it.
Yes, request line by Janae. Yes.
You're a winner. Everybody give it up for Josh. Josh,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you, Josh.
Everyone's a winner.
Jonesy
Yeah, thank you,
played
guys.
so much of
Thank
the
you,
song,
guys.
the remix almost came on. God damn.
Oh my God. Thank you, guys. I have fun.
Bye,
Thank
Josh.
you.
We have fun with you. Thank you for playing with us.
No problem. See you
All
guys.
right. Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.